Sam, once again, just like last year, you were with the back against the wall. And we saw you on the camera. You weren't very happy after you lost that first game in the 10+5. What did you say to yourself?
You don't want me to repeat what I said to myself. I mean, I was very upset, of course. I believe I was totally fine and just had to sit and do nothing and failed to do so. That's usually how people beat me in Rapid. It never works in Classical. Like, people try it. It never works against me. But, like, in Rapid, that's how I lost to Wesley as well, which was a really painful match. But, well, I'd been studying the Berlin endgame a lot. Just said, you know, I got huge winning chances the first game. Let's give it another try. And I was able to finally break through. And
you came back with an incredible strategy. You played that move bishop to b2 in the first game. He knew how to react to that, and then you came with this knight d5 idea.
Yeah.
Did you have this prepared?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I did a lot of work on the Berlin endgame recently, and so as you saw, I mean, I played a lot of them over and over here, and I kept getting really good positions with white, so it has paid off. But yeah, I mean, I knew that bishop b2 and knight d5 were both challenging moves. I thought bishop b2 was the better one, so I played it against him the first game, and I didn't want to repeat it again because I believe ultimately black's basically fine. Yeah, I came with knight d5, which is a little trickier.
And in the last game, he shied away from the Berlin play a6, and you took on c6. I haven't seen that since my childhood.
Yeah, I mean, basically when I studied the Berlin endgame, I said, because we all know that black's fine objectively in the Berlin endgame, I said, why not just play the same endgames again in equal positions? There's no doubt black is absolutely fine. Exchange Spanish does not bust the Roy Lopez, but like, you know, I checked this endgame a bit up, and I think after he misplayed it a little, I mean, already after e6, I know here after e6 the computer claims it's about equal, but come on, it's the Berlin pawn structure, and I haven't pushed the pawn to e5 yet. I thought at least I can play, and next thing I knew, I had a very nice position. And
when did you feel like you finally are taking over?
Well, already here I knew that white was better. I didn't know how much, and then I think he didn't coordinate his pieces right. If I'm not mistaken, he's supposed to go with knight h8 and then bring the knight to d6 at some point. Like, I know that's how the computer defends. It's not pleasant, and here it's already a bad version, but like, he's definitely supposed to bring the knight to d6, and when he didn't do that, like, already this just looks really bad. And here, I mean, he could have taken my e-pawn if I'm not mistaken at some point, like after,
instead of a4.
Yeah, I mean, here after he should take e4. Like,
yes.
I mean, it's obviously miserable with the horrible structure, but at least he's not just straight pawn down, which he got in the game. Like here, I saved the e4 pawn and got the same position. I mean, here, like, white's obviously much better, but in Blitz, like, this is far from routine. And but yeah, I mean, I was very satisfied with this game, I guess.
Sam, you played so many games against Ray. Last year, this year, what made the difference this year?
Well, I think, I guess I got a little bit fortunate. Like, I haven't checked the mission, but I feel I should have lost the second game. I also should have won the first one, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's funny, last year at the time I would have said I was clearly the better classical player and he was clearly the better rapid player, and it sort of showed. This year I think, you know, our ratings are sort of the same in both ways, so he's improved a lot in classical. Like, it really shows, like, he's so much stronger now than he has been. But, you know, look, I've known Ray since we were like, whatever, 12 and 9 or something. Like, you know, we're the two best players to have come out of America from our generation, and yes, I've just known him forever. I mean, we've had so many games, I know him pretty well.
Guys, any questions?
Our congratulations and good luck as you move on in the tournament, Sam.
Oh, I have a question. Who do I play next? I don't actually.
That is a good question.
You're going to have to watch the show.
We actually
We're not sure.
Okay, well,
we're not sure.
But I'm not play tomorrow, right?
I believe it will be the loser between Nakamura and Dominguez. Tomorrow you have a rest day.
Okay,
that's for sure.
Okay.
Right.
Congratulations.
Best of luck. I like that. I have a question for you.